Hello everyone and welcome. Today, this Reiki that I'm going to share with you today is going to help you with financial stress, changing careers, and any family stuff or family dynamics that you might be moving through today. And so Carol from Connecticut wrote in requesting this Reiki session. And so if you feel connected to having financial stress, change in a career, or maybe the desire to change in your career, and or you're having family stuff or family stress or different family relational dynamics happening for you, this Reiki session is for you. And even if it's just one of those things, please stick around because this energy session is still for you. So thank you so much, Carol. To begin, just take those nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. I'm just going to start sending Reiki from a distance. And all you have to do to receive is affirm yes. And please, if you connected to this intention, if you have family struggle, if you have some career change, if you have some financial stress, just put it in the comments. Or if you actually have something different, what's beautiful about Reiki energy is that as you receive this energy, it will go to where you need it the most. And so if there's something else where you might need it in your life, please put that in the comments as well. And know that this Reiki will support you where you're at today. And so just sending this energy to Carol, to all of the areas in her life where she needs Reiki, where she needs a little support, where she needs a little clearing, where she needs a little upliftment. And if anybody can relate to Carol right now, please just put in the comments that you relate. Maybe include whatever stress, financial stress, any change in career or family stuff you may be going through or navigating. And more specifically, have you overcome some of that, and how did you overcome it? We are a community of support for one another, and so I'm so happy when people chime in and they offer their support, because it really helps us to stay connected and know that we're not in this alone. Because sometimes when we're in these moments of stress, like Carol is in, it can feel lonely. And so just to allow, or just to take that brave step and be in community and show your support and give a little upliftment to Carol and ultimately to one another. Thank you. Sending this right into the heart. So please, as you inhale and exhale, please open your heart. And let the light of Reiki come in and allow the heart to blossom, the heart to shine. Allow the heart light that's within you to shine in all directions around you, allowing you to see, to feel, to perceive that path forward. Allowing your consciousness to raise to the degree where you know in your body, you see and you feel, yes, there are blocks, but there's also a way through those blocks. So one of the beneficial things that I find with Reiki is that it kind of comes in and it does this thing where it gives perspective. So whatever it is that you're in, whatever stress that you're in, whatever dynamic that you're in, as you inhale and as you exhale and as you receive the light of Reiki and as it fills all aspects of your consciousness, as it comes into the heart center, you begin to notice it's kind of like this edge that begins to come off, the edginess of things, the stress, the worry. And then through like the lifting off of that stress, that path or that route or that way can be seen better. Right now I am going to send Reiki directly into the financial stress. So feel in your body where that stress is. If it's in your belly, if it's in your heart, if it feels like it's caught in the shoulders, maybe it's locked in the jaw, maybe it's locked in the throat. Just feel in your body where, when I say financial stress, there might be something that kind of hits you, it kind of pings. Just feel into that area, maybe even place your hand there. Self-support. And as we send this Reiki there, we're going to just wrap the light and the energy and the love around where you hold that stress in your body. I'm going to actually come into the throat chakra. Do a little clearing right at the throat. Sometimes clearing the throat allows communication, of course, but also listening. Sometimes I also feel things get trapped in the throat. There's sort of like this kind of things that maybe you wish you would have said, or things that you could have said better, or maybe you regret saying or not saying, and they're right in the throat. And it's really funny how they seem disconnected almost. Financial stress, career change, and family stuff. Our career and financial stress kind of makes sense as a pairing. However, with family dynamics, I can also see that they're sort of like all bundled together. Kind of like when you have stress, especially in the finances, communication can break down, maybe disappointment can happen. And then also like with changing in career, maybe your schedule is different. Maybe basically your schedule is different, and that might be creating that family dynamic or family issues. That's kind of what I'm picking up right now. Let me know if I'm on with that, Carol. And so, interestingly, I'm just feeling this heaviness right at the throat. So we're just going to clear some of that right at the throat. I'm also sensing some emotion right at the throat. That's kind of why I brought up some sort of regret. So let me know if this is landing for anybody. And we're just going to keep clearing. Taking those nice, long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose. Beautiful. I'm going to take a little bit of time here to cut some cords. And it's kind of now coming right at the heart. So what ends up happening for me when I do energy work is that at first there's like a place where we kind of come in at. Today was the throat. Even though I did send energy to the heart chakra, sometimes I find that that's kind of like the door. The heart is the door for me a lot of the times. But then the sort of starting point is where we clear, and the clearing that's taking place right now is right at the throat still. kind of like disconnecting, really picking up some past stuff. And still with the regret. And so we're just going to continue to, when I cut cords, it's really to disconnect you and kind of help you to separate from some of the pain that happened. Because when you are continuing to be in pain around a subject, it's kind of like it's hard to move past it. It's hard to get perspective. And what we want to do is really get some perspective. That word keeps coming up. And as you get more and more perspective, things will shift, because you will actually see things differently. You will have a different relationship to what it is that you're going through. And it's kind of like you need to be lifted out of the pain of this. Beautiful. Just going to do a little sweeping. Nice to bring in a little lightness. Maybe clear your throat. Clear the throat. Take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. And now we are actually going to do a little clearing at the heart. So if you could just put your hand right on your heart. You can even close your eyes as we send energy, or as I send energy right to that spot. Yeah, keep breathing. And I'm not quite sure if this is true for you, but let me know. Sometimes it's nice to communicate. It's kind of coming up somewhat as like an apology, but communicate it from your heart. And that will help. That will be what helps. Sometimes when I don't have a lot of context, different messages kind of come through. So I'm not sure if that's for you, Carol, or for someone else, but just speaking from the heart, sincerely, unguardedly, with sincerity, love, with the desire to have healing and better communication, ultimately have a better relationship, is always a great place to begin. And again, sometimes we need that perspective, kind of like a lifting up to work through some of the pain around these matters of the heart. So that way we can restore balance and love and communication and goodness to our family, who, not to project, but my family is very important to me, and that the relationships that I have with my family are actually the most important relationships that I have in my life. And so when there's family stuff for me, my heart is pretty heavy. Not sure if that's true for you. So beautiful. So I do want to come in right right to the sacral chakra, the second chakra. The second chakra, this is where relationships, emotion, it's also like our sensuality, sexuality, but in this case, we're really going to highlight relationship. And for you, Carol, and for everybody here, money, relationship to money, relationship to career, and then just relationship to family. And so that is all held in the second chakra. And so I'm going to send energy right to your second chakra. And for women, this would be the area of the womb, or the reproductive organs for all people. And as we know, we can store, so to speak, lots of emotion here. And so it's also the seat of creativity. As I send energy to this place, please allow yourself to feel. Feel whatever it is that you need to feel. And so that way we can release some of that stuckness in the second chakra. Releasing the financial stress, the career change stress, and also the family dynamic stress. Bringing in heartfelt, clear communication, allowing you to get more and more settled in your career, so that way that financial abundance and prosperity can come into your life. It's going to work right at the aura, just brightening the field around you, your home, your work life, your bank accounts, your family dynamics, just sending energy to all these places and areas of your life. I'm just going to seal this session with the beautiful energy of love. Thank you so much for the trust, Carol. Thank you, everybody who is here, sending you all positivity and at this time. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like, you can check out my other videos here, my other Reiki videos. I'd love to see you over there.